Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Tech with Ankush again. So today I will cover this how Azure Network Watcher works regarding Network Watcher Topology tool and Connection Monitor tool. Like today I will cover this part. I will cover the theory plus lab. So let us start. So regarding how Azure Network Watcher works, like we can Network Watcher becomes automatically available when we create a virtual network in an Azure region in our subscription. We can access Network Watcher directly in the Azure portal by typing Network Watcher in the search bar. Meaning, this is the default feature of Azure when we create any virtual network in the Azure portal the network voucher will automatically get created. And if it doesn't get created by itself, we can also create the network voucher. And let me show you how we can create the network voucher. So here, what we have to do in the search, we have to type network voucher, and we can see here the option like create. Once we will click on create, it will ask for the subscription. Then we have to select the region on which our resources has been created. Then after we click on add, then it will create the network voucher. So now network voucher topology tool. When we built a network in Azure with virtual machine, subnet, load balancer, gateways, etc., it can quickly get complex. We might have many connected resources, and it becomes hard to visualize how everything is linked together. That's where the topology tool in Azure Network Watcher helps. Like when we create any resources, and if we build any network using resources, or if we make any things on the portal, becomes quite complicated. Then we will use the topology tool to make the things simpler. So what does it do? Like the topology tool give us the visual map of our entire virtual network and shows like it will give us the complete visual map for our virtual network, and it shows like what resources exist inside our network, like what resources are there in our network, and how all these resources are connected to each other, the relationships between them. It's like seeing a network diagram automatically created by Azure instead of manually drawing it. So under monitor, the topology tool, what does it shows? It like the topology tool displays all the major network components. Like it will show subnets, then network interfaces. Subnets means divisions within our virtual network. NIC means network interfaces, connected VMs to the network. Then NSGs, network security group, and then load balancers, health pro, public IP address, virtual network pairing, virtual network gateways and VPN connections, virtual machines, then virtual machine scale sets. So these are the properties shown for each resources, like name, the resource name, like what is the resource name, then ID, the unique Azure URI, like resource ID for that resource. Then location, like the Azure location where it exists, like it is in East US, Central India, etc. Then associations, like shows how this resource is connected to another. And each association has like association type, like it contains, like it has contains means this resources contains another, like one resource, like subnet contains virtual machines. Then associated like means like it's linked to another resource, like VM associated with an NSG. Then it will show name, that's name of the connected resource. Then resource ID, the unique ID of that connected resource. So now I will create a lab on network voucher apology tool. Then I will create a theory on this plus lab also on connection monitor tool. So let us start. Uh, so till now I have created one virtual network VNet, and there are two subnets. One is front end, one is subnet backend. And on the front end, the VM1 is installed, and on the second, the VM2 is installed, and IAS installed on both the virtual machines. So now I have created two virtual machines, and the virtual machine 1, it is under the subnet front end subnet, and the virtual machine 2, it's under the subnet backend. And IAS has been installed, like web server service IAS has been installed on both the servers. Let me close it. So we can see it has been installed on both the servers. The earlier was VM2 and this is VM1. So till now, this part has been done. Like there are two subnets, front end, back end, VM1, VM2, IS has been installed on both the servers. So now I have already told you, like when we create a virtual network, the network watcher will get created by itself. So let me show you. So now it is already created. So now what I will do, I will disable this subnet, and then I will or I will delete this not subnets, I apologize, the network watcher, and then I will uh, enable it again. So let me first delete this network watcher. So it's deleting now. So now the network watcher has been deleted. Let me refresh the page. So we will see there is no network watcher to display. So in case if the network watcher didn't create it by itself, then we can also create manually. So now my location is East US, like all the resources are under East US. And if I will click on add, then it will create the network watcher. So it is creating the resource group, and it's also uh, creating the network watcher under the resource group by creating by itself. That resource group, it is creating network watcher RG. Okay, so if I will refresh the page, yeah, so this is my network watcher. And now I will come to the main point, that is topology. So like if I will see it, my topology, like all the resources are created under East US, and let me make it bigger. So if I will click on here plus, so this is my VNet which I have created. So this one VNet, and if I will click on plus sign, so these are two subnets under my VNet, backend, front end. So these are two VNet, subnets, backend and front end. And it will show all the information. Like if I will click on backend first, so we can see under backend there is a VM2 NSG. Then this is a virtual machine, and this is my NIC VM2 9226, and this is the IP configuration. And so if I will click on here, the front end subnet. So here we can see, like under topology, we can see the visual diagram or picture, so that the things will be easier. Like this is my VM1 in subnet front end, and VM1 IP, VM1 NSG, then IP config. So this is the topology, like how the topology show us the visual diagram of the our resources. So now let us come to the connection monitor part. So connection monitor tool. When we run applications or services across different Azure regions or between our local on-premises network and Azure, it's important to make sure everything stays connected and fast. The Connection Monitor tool helps us to do exactly that. It gives us continuous end-to-end monitoring of network connectivity between our resources. Like Connection Monitor tool is a tool that help us to create the to check the connection whether everything is working fine between two resources, whether the resources is on Azure, whether they are on premises and Azure. So it provides us the complete functionality of the network, whether the network connectivity is good or not. So what it does, it keeps an eye on the connection between two resources, like it keeps an eye on the between the two resources like virtual machine or between on premises servers at Azure. Then it measures how well the connection is performing, like it will check the latency and availability. Then it will detect problems automatically, like uh, there is a NSG which blocking the traffic, or there is a route misconfiguration, or a dropped VPN or a pairing connection, like there is a dropped in the there is a problem in the VPN or a network pairing connection. So it's like having 24/7 connection health checker for our Azure and hybrids network. So how connection monitor works? Like we pick two endpoints, like we will pick one, like example, we can pick one virtual machine in Azure, one virtual machine in another region, and connection monitor sends small test signals, which is known as probes at regular intervals between them. And it measures like latency, like how long the signal takes to travel, then packet loss, like how many signals never reach, then availability, like if the destination is reachable or not. Then it continues monitor and alert us if something changes or breaks. And if like there is a problem, connection monitor tell us like why the issue happened, like it is blocked by NSG, and how to fix it, like update the route or NSG or rule. So connection monitor can monitor Azure to Azure connections, like between two Azure VMs or services, or and on premises to Azure connections, like between our local servers or Azure. That is why it is also known as hybrid monitoring tool. Like it supports both cloud and non-cloud local setups. So regarding in order to use connection monitor tool, what we need to use is like to monitor connections, we must install monitoring agents on the system we want to test. Like for Azure, we have to install a network watcher agent VM extension, also called as network watcher agent. Like this is a tool which has to be installed on our virtual machine or servers. So to check the connection monitor for Azure. And if we want to check the connection, if we like want to use the tool connection monitor tool for on premises to Azure VM. So for Azure VM, we will install this network watcher agent VM extension. And for on premises Windows server, we will install this log analytics agent, which connects our local server to Azure monitor. So these agents are lightweight, like small programs that runs in the background and perform connection checks. And where data is stored, like all the monitoring data like latency results, connection health and logs is saved in like Azure Log Analytics workspace or Azure storage, depending how we configure it. So this lets us view charts, analyze trends, or set alerts when something is wrong. So now let us come to the lab part. So I have already shown you the topology. Now this is the connection monitor. So in order to configure connection monitor, we have to click on create. Then we have to give a connection monitor name. So let me give it a connection monitor lab. And then I have to select test groups. Like these are the sources. Sources means like these are the endpoints in network watcher extension installed or ARC enabled monitor agent. And before that, we also I already informed you, like we also have to install the network watcher agent. So the best thing is that on the VM, let me refresh it. So if we will install the network watcher agent initially, it will speed up the deployment time for this uh, connection monitor. So let me install it manually. So we have to go to VM, then extensions. So currently we don't see any extensions. So let me click on add. And if I will scroll down, uh, so this is the network watcher agent extension. So we have to install it on both the VMs. So it will save our time during deployment. Same I will do it on VM2. Okay, so I'm initializing this network watcher agent extension for both the virtual machines, which is on the Azure. It will take hardly 1 to 2 minutes to install this extension. These are like small programs, or we can say lightweight program. And these are the programs which helps the connection monitor to identify the problems, then analysis of the traffic, plus save the data. So regarding the Azure Network Watcher extension, I told you like it will take 1 to 2 minutes. So I apologize. Sometimes it takes more than that. Okay, we have to just check like our all the rules are like it will like all the rules allow this network Azure Network Watcher extension to be installed. Then it will work faster. Then it will deploy faster. So now we can see it has been installed and it's enabled. And in VM1 it is also installed and enabled. So now let us come to the connection monitor. So here we will add. So here it's asking for resources. So my first, so the I will send the traffic from front end to back end. So let me show you. Here I will test the connection monitor. And I will make a test from this to VM1 to this direction using the connection monitor. So I will like use this one as my uh, starting, or I can say just like this one will be my starting point, and this is my destination. So the connection monitor will work like it will check the traffic from here to this one, VM1 to VM1. So like it will send some packets from VM1 to VM2, and it will check whether how much time they are taking, whether there is any blockage, and whether there is any latency or not. And if there is any drop of the packet, so it will check. It will do the connection. It will check it will do the monitoring of the traffic. So let us start. So now this is my front end, and like this is my starting point. And also I will select my destination. I will select my destination, the backend. In backend, I will select this. Just this. Let's see it. Let me do it again. Let me just, yeah, here we can select subscription, resource group, VNet, and subnet. So here in front end, Yeah, so it's asking for like how I will make the HTTP. I can use public IP or private. So currently I will select any. And here in destination, I will also do the same. Front end, here is the backend VM2. Yeah, here VM1 and this is VM2 and add a connection. So I will, it will ask me for the test configuration name. So I will just type it test configuration only, config VM1 to VM2. So this is my configuration, test configuration VM1 to VM2. And I can use HTTP, TCP, ICMP, but currently I'm just using HTTP and test frequency. So choose how frequency source will ping destination. Select custom to sets custom frequency between 30 seconds to 30 minutes. Means this is the test frequency, like how my this connection monitor send the traffic from VM1 to VM2 for this testing. So it will send after every 30 seconds. And this is the method. Like if I have to select path, headers, valid code regions, right, then threshold. So I can also select it. So let me just click on here and I will group the name, test group name. So the test group name is test group connection monitor. And so in AZ-104, this is only this part, basic thing is required. So I'm just going a little bit more deep. But when I will cover the other courses like AZ-700, then I will cover the rest remaining part. And then we have to click on here. So it will show us like this test group and then workspace. Here I can select default or I can select custom. Here I have to provide the information by myself. Here we can see you can use this section to set up granular control over where you wish to store all the monitoring data generated as a part of monitoring test. So here this will help us like right now it is using default. So it will help us like where the all the data will get stored. We can do it manually also. Create alert. Create alert means here if I will select here, then it will ask us select selection group. So here if I will enter the email, if there is some glitch or something wrong in the connection, then it will send the email. It will send the alert to that email. So currently I'm not configuring it. Then I will go to review, create, then create. So now it's creating the connection monitor. So let us wait until this connection monitor get deployed. So I'm just pausing the video till that. So as we have installed the Network Watcher extension, so this Azure monitor already has been created. Let me refresh it. Like it doesn't take that much time. So I will close this one, this one. So one thing I want to tell you now, you can see here, newly created connection monitor may take 3 to 5 minutes to get monitoring data and show up in the dashboard. Means currently the like this connection monitor, it has been created within it is created right now. So it will take hardly 3 to 5 minutes to get all the monitoring data. So till that time, I will post the video. So now we will see the this connection monitor. It like the test has been passed. Like fail is 0%. Like the test has been passed. There is no warning. Warning means like the configuration the test has been passed, but there are some latency issues or other some warnings are there. Intermediate means the connection monitor doesn't able to find anything. Not running means currently the test has been completed, but currently it is not in not running state. Passed means it is passed. So let me check the working. So here, this is the round trip. So let me edit it currently, right now. Let me just change the time. So I will make it 10. We can change the time manually, or it give us the option. So let me make it 40, and yeah, I will just make creating. I will just checking the performance and analysis for 2 minutes. So it's up till it depends upon us. So where we can see checks failed. So there is 0%. So the test is perfect, and this is the round trip. Like it takes 4.23 milliseconds to send the like the traffic reaches to VM1. So it hardly takes 4.23 seconds. So this is the working of connection monitor, and we can check all of fails, alerts, warnings, and if there is something required, it will give us the option also, like how we can fix the connection. So that's all for today, and tomorrow I will cover the other tools for the network watcher. Thank you and have a nice day.